everyone, thank you all so much for coming and watching my YouTube channel. My own name is Silari Nusemo I am the country coordinator slash information manager for HADI. HADI stands for Humanitarian Association of Dynamic Youths. We are a local organization and a contributive partner in the education cluster. This video has been approved by the whole education cluster team and partners. And this team is led by Mama Agnes, who works with UNICEF as education officer, and also Skofi Wangang, who also works with UNICEF and serves as the information manager for education cluster, and also the leaders of the working group, and also Madame Isabel, who also serve as a co-lead for the education cluster and works with Plan International. The aim of this video is to assist education cluster partners to be able to access information that is being generated monthly within the education cluster through trainings, through need assessment, through other amazing resources that are being made available every month. Please, let's go in there so I show you what I mean. But before we go in there are two areas that we are going to be looking at. We are going to be showing partners how to get information from the cluster box folder link and also the Google Drive folder link. Let's get in there so I show you how this is done. So, dear partners, there are two areas that Education Cluster sends information every month. Okay, one of those areas is our emails. So this message was sent through emails and then also through WhatsApp through the Education Cluster group that we see here. So it's the same links. So if I go to my email here, I have the cluster box folder and the Google Drive folder. So I'm going to start with the cluster box folder to show you how to get information. So when you see this link, when it comes through your email, all what you need to do is just click on it. Okay, just click on it. That's what you need to do. Once you click on it, you give it some time and it opens up. Now, when it opens up like this, just make sure you have internet, okay? When it opens up like this, you identify some key things here. The first thing I want you to take note is that this file that you see here, you can access it without necessarily having an account in the box space. Here you have login and you have sign up. It means you can sign up here if you are a new user. If this is your first time, we are going to be talking about this in another video. And here you can log in if you have an account, or if you had visited here, created an account, you can log in and go into the system with your Gmail address and your password. But of course, again, there are some things I want to show you again. Here you have these folders that you see here. Remember that when we just clicked, we came here without any stress. It brought us here automatic. All you need to do is to have a good machine and also have internet. So right here we have these small boxes that you see here. It's a folder. It's the same idea, creating folders and saving on your machine and putting files in that folder. The file might be in the form of Word document, in the form of Excel, in the form of PDF. It's the same strategy here. So let's say we want to look at the last need assessment that was done, the joint education need assessment. All you need to do is to come to this folder here. You can go to any other folder, okay? Here we have the humanitarian need overview. We have the humanitarian response plan. Here we have the attacks on education. Let's say you want to find out about attacks on education. You can come here. But of course, let's try it here. I just think I should go here with the need assessment analysis and you double click. And when you double click, it brings you to another folder. It means that these two folders were saved in that one folder. Okay. So if I go to the journal here and I double click in 2024, whatever I see here was stored in that other folder. It means you can store a folder inside a folder, and you can store a Word document inside a folder or any other material inside a folder. Okay. So we have been moving from one folder to another. So we start from the whole and we are going out to the smallest part of it. So right here we have Kobo forms and analysis for the journal, training for the journal, report for the journal, result for the journal. And here we have documents on their own in the form of PDF. So here I want us to look at the result. If we double click on this folder here, it takes us now and go to
the items that are in this folder. That's just the logic about it. So it takes you into the items that are stored in this folder. And then now you see that it gives us a highlight up here. It shows how we move from need assessment, went to the journal, and then went to the results. And here are the results. Okay. So if I want to check the journal validation meeting agenda, I can just double click again, and then it opens up now in a Word document. Okay. This was the validation meeting that was held during the journal, during the joint need assessment. Okay. So this is the meeting here. So this is very important. Now I can just go back to this arrow here. You see this arrow here? I can click here. It takes me back to where I'm coming from. Okay, so you just learn how to toggle within the space. So you see that it gives me everything concerning teaching, learning, curriculum, everything is here intact. So if I go back to this other arrow up here, I can still click here and it takes me back to where we are coming. You see, we were here and we are going back. I can still come here and double click the minutes. It still takes me into the minutes. Okay, you see, so these are the different pages. I can still go back here and I click, it takes me back there, and I'm going back to where we are just coming from. You see, so I can come in here and check and see whichever information I want to look for concerning education cluster. I can see it here. So I can just go back. I'm going back to where originally where we started. So when you find any slowness, just know that maybe it's internet issues. Okay. I can also go to the cluster attacks on humanitarian need overview and I click a humanitarian response plan and I click here. And when I click here, you see that this is for 2025. Let's check for 2024 and I double click here again. I double click it, sorry, and I double click, let me go back. And I double click it, so it gives me all these documents that we have here. Okay, this is important. And here, if I click on these three dots here and I click, it says downloads. Okay, so I can actually download this file by clicking on this small option here. So if I want to download this first file here, I can come here and I click on this small button and I download. And when I click download here, it says sign up, login. We are going to be talking about this in other videos. But once I click my download, it is showing me here that download is ongoing, and I can come here. You see this is download up here. So a small file just pop up here. So I want you to look at the file here. It's right up here. You see it is spinning up here. So the download is ongoing. Check you see my mouse, follow my mouse, go up here. You see right up here where you have my profile picture and I click there. You see this is the download here. Okay, if I double click and then it opens up on my machine, and here now I have this document. I can come here and I enable editing and it becomes my document for reading and for observation or for learning. Okay, so these are the files and documents that you can access through the education cluster link, and so everything is right there for you to manage. So we can go back. So here the box.com system is asking you if you want to sign up, if you want to log in. We are going to be doing that in another video. So this is just how you can access any information that you need from this platform.
Okay, guys, I hope the box folder link was clearly understood. And please remember that you can get this information without necessarily creating an account on these platforms, but I advise that you have an account such that you can also save your documents and have that flow. And note that each time you save your information in these systems, if you save it in machine A and that machine gets bad or something happens to that machine, God forbid, know that if you get a new machine, you can easily access those information very, very well. So, and also note that this system is hosted on clouds where you can only access using internet and also having a good machine of your own. And let's get in there, so we also go through the Google Drive folder link. So follow me, let's go in there and we complete this process.
With the Google Drive folder link, just know that you can do the same. Okay, and remember that we have the dashboard here. We'll be looking at this as well. So here I'll just click the Google folder link again, just same way as I click the the box.com, and it opens up like this. So when we click the Google Drive, it brings us here. So right here we have the folders. So in these folders you have different information that have been stored inside in the form of Word document, Excel, PDF, etc. So right here, let's check the syrup and see what we have. If I double click, you see that I'll see a document that has been stored inside. You see in a Word document format. So if I come here and I click these three dots, it tells me I can download, I can open with Google Docs, you see, and it tells me that I can download. So right here, I want us to download this document. If I click like this, after a while, it is going to download. But before it downloads, I want us to know that right now we are in the Google Drive space, and here you need to have a Gmail account open. This will also facilitate your work on this space. Once you have your Gmail account open, it also makes work easy for you. See, this is our syrup here. Remember, when I click these three dots, I click on downloads. There was a spinning up here. It went up here to this small space right here. You see my arrow? It went up here, and right here, if I click, this is the download of that syrup. If I double click there, it now opens up in my Word document. And make sure that you have new versions of Word document, Microsoft products, okay? At least you should have 2016, okay? I recommend you should have 2016. Some of you have 2013, which is okay, but I recommend you have 2016. So right here, this is my syrup here. So right here, I can save it on my local machine. I can do whatever I want to do, answer these questions that have been asked here, okay? So now I can delete this. So this is how you can access your Google Space. But we'll be doing another video to show you how we can be able to create one. But here again, we can go back to this small arrow to take us back to where we were previously. And here, it brings us back to the space where we were. And it shows us again another setup here. We have, this is a PDF. So you can save a document here directly as a Word document PDF, or you can save with a folder.
Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful. Please pay attention to two things. The first one is the box folder link and the drive folder link were all created for you to just access information. Don't try to go in there, don't try to change anything, don't try to fix anything, okay? Just get information out of it. Secondly, these folders, we are going to be doing another video to teach you how to create your own folder and how to save documents like this in your own folder. As an organization, as a local organization or national organization, you have to learn the art of keeping information in such a way that we can also protect the environment without throwing papers here and there, and also making sure that information is safe, stored, and also accessible at any time. Thank you all so much. If you have any worries, if you have any concerns, please write down below and get to us bilaterally through the education cluster. We are going to be talking with you and ensuring that you get the best out of the resources that are being created monthly in the education cluster. Thank you all so much. I remain your humble Hilary Chin, and I'm almost here to support you, especially with the leadership of the Education Cluster Cameroon. Stay blessed, guys, and keep working and creating impact.